You've probably heard it 100 times before that fish is good for you, but do you know why? Let's talk about salmon for a while. The red meat of the salmon contains at least 3 very important compounds that are good for your health: vitamin D, the antioxidant astaxanthin, and omega-3 fatty acids. In this video, I'll be focusing on the health benefits of the latter, omega-3 fatty acids. Our cells are surrounded by a phospholipid bilayer, also known as the plasma membrane. This membrane is made up of fatty acids called phospholipids, which has a hydrophilic outside and a hydrophobic inside. The membrane is the area of the cell where all the signaling to the nearby cells happens, whether it is a receptor receiving a signal from the hormone system, or it is a vesicle with bigger molecules entering via endocytosis. But all this cell signaling can only be fully functional if the membrane contains the right type of fatty acids. Roughly, fatty acids can be divided into good and bad fatty acids, where the good ones are different types of cis and saturated fatty acids, and the bad ones include saturated and trans-unsaturated fatty acids. The reason why we call them bad fatty acids is the rigid structure of the hydrophobic tail part of the molecule, which contains either no double bonds or trans double bonds. When the plasma membrane contains a lot of these fatty acids, the whole membrane becomes rigid. This impairs the cell signaling, and the cell cannot function properly. And if a big enough amount of the membrane consists of these rigid fatty acids, the whole cell can even burst. If this happens to a big amount of cells in your body, the cells can't communicate with each other, and that's how diseases are developed. The good fatty acids, such as the omega-3 fatty acid, are preventing this rigidity to occur in the plasma membrane. The structure of the omega-3 molecule is slightly different from the bad fatty acids by having a cis double bond causing the tail to bend. This provides a more fluid appearance of the plasma membrane, and the cell signaling will work a lot better. So, in other words, you can provide proper function to the cells in your body and prevent life-threatening diseases from developing simply by eating salmon. The red fish contains omega-3 fatty acids in the form of EPA and DHA, and having salmon for dinner only once a week is enough to meet the body's need for omega-3. 150 grams of salmon contains 3.2 grams of omega-3, where the recommended weekly intake is between 1.7 to 3.5 grams. No drugs or supplements needed.